Hi, Joan here. Today I'm behind the camera because I would like to share with you the most fantastic choices for foliage accents. So let's start off with the Alternanthera Purple Prince. This is such a versatile plant. Deep, rich purple color. When the leaves start to open, they're a nice green, beautiful contrast to the deep purple. This is a full sun application, as you can see, nice and tight, extremely tidy habit. I have not pruned or done anything with this plant all summer long, and it holds its shape and it cascades nice and tight to the container. Now, when you're utilizing Alternanthera Purple Prince, make sure you give it some space within the container, because as you can see, it does grow a bit wide and will take some area. But sun or shade, in the shade it'll get a little bit more leggy, but in the sun, gorgeous, nice, tight, no maintenance, and just gorgeous. Next item, this is such a cool Helichrysum, the Helichrysum licorice plant. It's not a new item, however, it is just nice and soft, goes gorgeous with pastels and bright colors, and in this case, in this full sun, it keeps a very tight habit. When this plant was young, I did do some pinches to keep it nice and bushy. And as you can see, it has some width to it and it does take up some space in the container. Definitely utilize this in a larger pot. I would not recommend this for anything smaller than a 14-inch container, because look at the size. That is one plant. And it's just so nice and soft to the touch. And again, matches with just about anything. This has quickly become one of my most favorite sweet potato vines. This is the FloraMia Rosso. Look at the depth of the color, the different shadings that you see within the foliage. The leaves start off a green, turning to a rosy orange, and such a vibrant color with such different shading within the foliage. It holds its place well, responds well to any quick prunes that it may need, and cascades gorgeously down the side of the container. A perfect balance of color and texture and just the right amount of aggression within this large container to give such a glorious presentation. Lamiastrum Silver Frost. I love silver frost, and in this case I'm using it in a part sun location, and it just gives such a fantastic presentation. Glorious silver color with green, easily matched. It gently cascades over the container, just the right amount of drape, and it goes all the way down to the ground. This container is quite high, just about 36 inches tall, and it is just a nice accent because it doesn't take any space within the container much itself, maintaining its habit in the corner, and just goes down so beautifully. I also have double duty for these plants. In the fall, if I'd like, I could transplant it into my garden, or even sometimes if I don't get a chance to do it and they're there in the spring, I've actually just dug them up in the spring. They've overwintered in the corner of the containers, and it makes an excellent ground cover. Here again, like I said, this is a part sun location with sun until about noontime and then afternoon shade. Holds its shape, does absolutely fantastic, and can do just great in the shade as well. Another one of my favorites is this Plectranthus. It's the variegated Swedish ivy. It's just so awesome. The edging is beautiful, the white edges on the leaves, nice dark stems. It's quite an aggressive grower. Here it's growing again around 36 inches long, and we'll just keep going. As necessary, I can trim it across the top. It will hold a good space within the container, so do not use this in small containers. Please keep in mind, utilize the Plectranthus, the variegated Swedish ivy, only in larger applications, but again, it will respond extremely well to pruning and absolutely no maintenance. It has a very tight internode, so it's a very thick presentation, can mix well with anything, and look at that great color and absolute fantastic texture. I hope you find this valuable in making your decisions next year when you're thinking about those really cool trailers and those foliage accents.